Jesus.
He was good.
Cubs are going to be horrible. They got rid of all their pitching.
Do they have John Lester?
Nope, he's gone.
Where'd he go?
Dark gone.
They picked up Jake Arrieta again, and he sucks now.
He does. He had one good year.
Yeah.
And they have Hendricks, but
there we go. Now we got sound. We didn't have sound. Now we have sound.
Hendricks isn't. He gave up. He got pulled after the third inning today.
Oh, damn. Nice. So do I have to do a whole other introduction?
Well, we didn't have sound.
All right.
Now we have sound.
Introduction to Real Beginning, Fast Talk Podcast, baseball preview.
I need a tech person so I don't have to do the on-camera shit and the computer shit.
Yeah, seriously. We were muted for a minute, but we're live now, and people can hear us. Put your stuff in the comments. Let's chat. Let's do this. Let's talk baseball. Special guest, Bears guy, live from Phoenix, Arizona, Scottsdale, Glendale, Chandler, Goodyear, Tempe? One of those towns.
I live in Chandler.
Yeah, Chandler, not to be confused with Chandler Stevenson, who's out for 3 games, but we're not going to talk about that because we're talking baseball. How you guys want to do it? You want to just go do, we'll do the AL, then take a
Did you do playoffs?
I've got it up. It's up here. It's up here. It's all up here. It's in here, and it's in here.
Well, the 3 of us, I think it'll take.
I mean, I have the wild cards, playoffs. Not who's playing each other in the playoffs, but obviously who's going to the World Series and who's going to win.
We got 5. Yeah, all right. We'll do 5 playoff teams, and then American League Championship, an NL Championship, and a World Series. Okay.
Yeah. All right, just go. AL East.
AL East. Okay, this is my area of expertise. And again, I didn't do any research, but let's just start off with the Sox, the red version. I'm going to tell you what, listen, this season is shaping up a lot like 2013. If you remember 2013...
That was the fried chicken and beer, wasn't it?
No, that was
the
20...
post?
That was 2010.
Chicken.
No, this was post Bobby Valentine. We had a shitty manager who only lasted 1 year. We had a terrible season in which we finished in last place. And we signed a whole bunch of dudes in the offseason that are nothing special. But everything kind of worked out, and the Sox won 113 games. I mean, no, they didn't win 113 games. They won a lot of games and won the World Series, beating these guys right here, the St. Louis Cardinals. I honestly think it's going to happen like that again. Guys like Kike Hernandez, Marwin Gonzalez, Franchi Cordero, a lot of role players. Adam Ottavino. We filled in pieces. No big names, no big free agent splashes, no Nolan Arenados or anything like that. But good things are going to happen. Sox are going to win the division. Second place is going to be Tampa. Tampa Bay, I think they traded away Blake Snell, so they don't have that dude anymore. But they still got some youthful talent. They don't have that Hunter Renfroe guy anymore. He's on the Red Sox. So I think they're going to come in second. Yankees are garbage. They're going to finish in last. I mean, you're looking at, look at that team. It's trash at first, garbage at second, crap at third, shit at short. And then the outfield full of, a big old trash heap. And then the pitching staff is garbage. Tanaka, he gone, right? He was the only one they had. Sabathia was decent up until his fat ass retired, but now he gone. He's fucking eating all the hot dogs in the stands.
They're picking Garrett Cole to win the Cy Young, right?
He lost today.
Garrett Cole, listen.
Well, he probably didn't lose.
I'm going to tell you
He probably
something.
got an no decision.
I mean, like I said, they kiss his ass anyways. They kiss the Yankees' ass, so I'm not surprised. But
Garrett Cole was on my fantasy team last year, and I'm going to tell you a little something about Garrett Cole. He's like pitching A-Rod. And what I mean by that is he's really good when it doesn't matter, but when it does matter, he's not as good. Like April and May, he's super awesome. But come July and August, he's like garbage. Post All-Star break, Garrett Cole is not the same as pre-All-Star break Garrett Cole. I'll tell you that. And fucking, what was the name of my fantasy team last year? Remember?
Something with Whit Merrifield, wasn't it?
No, that was 2 years ago. Oh, no. Max Kepler's big move. Well, Max Kepler's big move finished in 8th place, and it was all thanks to Garrett Cole because his crap-ass second half of the season screwed me over. Thanks a lot, Garrett Cole. Didn't draft your ass this year. I got Shane Bieber. We'll talk about him when we get to the Central.
I got the Blue Jays. There's my shock.
The Blue Jays doing what? Finishing
Winning in the
fourth?
division. Winning the division.
What?
Yeah, I got them. 93 wins.
Wait, you think
Blue
fucking
Jays.
Roberto Alomar's not walking through that door?
Well, you could say that Vlad
Dave Steves
Guerrero,
is not walking through that door.
Craig Biggio are not walking through that door, but their kids are. I watched
true.
the game today. Yeah, it's like awesome to see Guerrero, Biggio, and who's the other one?
Bichette.
Yeah, Dante Bichette's kid.
Bo knows. Bo knows. I will give you that. Toronto is
George
gonna be...
Springer.
Oh, they got George Springer. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They
Okay.
had a good offseason, too. They had
I
a
just
lot
wanted
of.
to go with a changeup, so hot baseball pun. So I went with the Blue Jays. Blue Jays 93, Rays 90, Yankees at 84 wins, Red Sox at 78, and the O's at 56 wins.
Ooh, O's at 56. All right. So you're not giving any love to my boy Mountcastle.
No.
Mountcastle is going to carry the O's to a wild card.
Yeah.
Mountcastle. Dude, like, did you
AL.
guys watch Mountcastle last year? He
No,
had
I
like
did.
27 dingers in 8 games. This guy was like a dinger machine. I don't actually know if that's true, but Bobby Dahlbeck was. And I'm on the Mountcastle for Rookie of the Year thing. I think he's going to bring a little excitement back to Camden Yards, the likes of which they haven't had since, like, Rafael Palmeiro was walking through that door.
Okay.
And that's my AL East discussion. Yankees are trash.
Mine, I actually picked Toronto as well. Then Yankees.
What the fuck?
You picked Toronto too?
Yeah. I really like Toronto. I think they had a good offseason. They're a young team. I think it's their time to get to the playoffs and do something.
It's their time.
I think Tampa's going to miss the playoffs this year. Sorry, Matt, but I have Boston fourth. Then I
Me
have
too.
That's fine. Like, you know.
Boston to me is just they're just unsure. I'm just not sure about them.
I don't
They
know
had a-
anything about anyone on your roster. I literally don't know anyone on
Yeah, they had a terrible year last year. And
Still got that
they
guy?
could turn it around, but
This is the kid you traded. That's the Mookie Betts trade was around him, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know who that is.
with new ownership, you never know what's going to happen.
Well, you got
Sorry.
the curse of LeBron James,
Well,
mostly,
okay.
first and foremost.
I
That guy sucks.
don't know. Did you guys see what I put on Facebook earlier?
I saw the TikTok thing.
So basically, here's what I put on Facebook. I'm gonna give $1 to charity every time I mention that I hate the new Red Sox owner. So that's one. I hate the man. I'm gonna put a preemptive second one in.
Did that beer
Um,
cup right there.
And
Lagunitas cup. Shout out.
yeah,
That's our jar.
this is the I hate LeBron jar. He's only a partial owner.
Yeah, I know.
But he made a point to say that he's the first black owner in Red Sox history. And it's like, bro, no shit. Like, for 70 years, our owner was a racist piece of shit. So, you know, fuck off, dude. There's
Why,
another one.
why even bring that up? Who gives a shit?
Yeah, right? Like, who cares what color of your skin is? You're already fucking bringing losing mentality, and we're going to prove you wrong. Like, listen, we're going to... The next championship LeBron's going to win is the Red Sox. It ain't going to be in basketball. I'll tell you that. That's all. Let's go to
No,
the...
fuck.
Yeah, fuck LeBron. Let's
So
do this.
it's okay, so two of us agree Blue Jays. You have the Sox, Red Sox. And then I have a wild card coming out of here, but I guess we'll get to that.
I have 2 wild cards coming out of there.
Wait, do you have the same as me? I think you have the same order that I do. Blue Jays, Rays,
me,
Yankees.
No, he said Yankees 2.
Yankees 2?
Yeah,
Oh, okay, because you said Tampa would fall off. Okay.
yeah. But I have Yankees as one of my wild cards.
Guys, you're not throwing any love at Mountcastle, and I'm promising you, Mountcastle is going to be a household name.
What's his first name?
It's like Ryan, I think.
That's a porn name, Mountcastle.
Mountcastle? Well, I'll tell you what, I'm going to mount the castle. I don't know how that works. But, yeah. Ryan Mountcastle.
Okay.
He's hitting 333 in his last 126 at bats. Boom! Look at that, huh? I mean, the guy this season is batting 0 because they haven't played. But last year, 5 dingers in 126 at bats. That's not bad at all. That's like,
Yeah, and then they'll trade him to some contender, I'm sure, for something.
nah, he's a rookie. He's still in the team control for like 4 more years.
I don't understand how baseball contracts work, so
You're under team control for 7 years.
that's ridiculous.
Well, you have arbitration and you can make money for like the last 4. First 3 years, you're fucked, but the next 4, you're good.
Okay.
Let's do the Central.
Central.
I will yield the floor to the Central guy.
Thank you. First, I want to point out I'm wearing throwback for Tony La Russa. Just
Oh,
want to point
nice.
our new manager
Old manager? Old new
manager of the year, by the way, will be
Hey,
manager of the year.
I'm going to drink and drive for Tony La Russa.
Who cares what he does on his off time? Even though if you watch any of his interviews, he looks like he's shit-faced half the time, which he probably is.
He's
But
78 or whatever.
I've been saying that since 2011, though, so.
But all right. Obviously, I have the White Sox winning the division.
You can have merit. That argument has merit this year.
Yes, we fixed a lot of. We didn't have a lot of issues last year, but we did specifically with our pitching and our bullpen.
Your coaching, I think, was a big thing too.
Yeah, because he didn't know what to do with the pitching and the bullpen. Bullpen, we possibly have the best closer in baseball now. Got him from Oakland. He beat us to win the wild card last season. And as far as starting pitchers go, we fixed that issue too. We have Lance Lynn now as our third.
That's huge.
Dylan Cease had a really good spring training. He showed potential last year, but he gave up a lot of walks. But we also have Michael Kopech, who's back.
He's
And
healthy.
yes, and he'll start in the bullpen, but he has potential to be our 5th starter, as well as Garrett Crochet, who also throws over 100.
So here's my question. With both of those guys, do they look at either of those guys in a permanent setup role, and just kind of end their starting careers? Now I'm gonna bring up a name here, Daniel Bard. I don't know if you guys know Daniel Bard. He's closing for the Rockies now, but the Red Sox did that to him. And he was a hard-throwing guy. He came up. There wasn't much of a spot in the rotation for him, so they put him in the bullpen. He became a closer. Then he said, "I want to start," so they let him start. But by that time, his arm just wasn't able to start. So he was out of the league for like 4 years, and then came back last year and got a save today. So I
think,
don't want to see that happen to Kopech. I don't want to see that happen to Crochet either.
unfortunately, if it's going to happen to anybody, it's going to happen to Kopech because of the time he missed. I think that kind of is going against him a little bit. Some of it was an injury. Some of it was his ex-wife had a kid through somebody else, and he
Bitch.
thought it was him. Then he found out it was somebody else.
Damn,
Slut.
that's crazy.
Was it another player?
I don't think so. No.
Was it like Robin Ventura?
It was Ozzie Guillen.
Ozzy.
It was Ozzy. Guillen.
Ozzy. Like, I can see Ozzy out there banging all of the ex-players' wives.
But
They're gonna fuck anybody. Ozzy's the one.
It seems like right now we have Carlos Rodon as our 5th starter, who actually had a good spring, but this is his last chance to prove anything, and I just don't see him holding up for a full season. He's had too many injuries. They're grooming Garrett Crochet for a starting position. They're not going to put Dylan Cease in the bullpen after becoming a starter. So, and realistically, I could only see Mike Kopech being a setup man. And he even said he's prepared to play that role. He could potentially be a starter, but this season I think he's going to stay in the bullpen, and I think they'll bring up Garrett as a potential fifth starter.
So you think Kopech could end up like a Chapman, a Aroldis Chapman type
Yeah,
guy?
you know, it sucks, but I think, like I said, I think he did it to himself. He just took off too much time, and, you know, the Sox, they couldn't wait around for him. So they did what they did. they got rid of Dane Dunning too last season, and if you remember, he was another hard thrower. And we have so much talent in our pitching staff right now that you can't have 6 starters. You can't get rid of. You picked up Lynn. You're not gonna get rid of Dallas Keuchel. You're not gonna get rid of Giolito. So what are you gonna do? You have to take either Crochet or Kopech and put him in the bullpen role pretty much for the rest of the year. And if you do that for a whole year, you're probably going to end up being stuck there and playing that position for the rest of your time on the team, unless a big injury happens.
So how
But
long?
we also have Lopez, who is complete garbage, and I hope he doesn't throw one ball
How,
this season.
how long have you guys had Kopech for? 18, 19, 20...
Um,
5 years?
he sat out all. No, not that long.
When did?
How long has he been up in the majors? You mean, or how long have we?
No,
had
like
total?
when was that trade before the 17 season or the 18 season?
I think 18.
Okay.
I don't think we've had him that long. I mean, he sat out all last season. The season before is when he had Tommy John surgery,
Right.
so he only pitched a little bit. So this will be
This would
his
be
first full
First.
year as a starter.
Okay.
But yeah, anyways, so they fixed their pitching, and this is going to sound biased, but I do believe we have, if everybody stays healthy, we have the top 3 Cy Young contenders over the past couple of years who were picked for a Cy Young. That being Giolito, Keuchel, and Lynn, all on one team. And then if Cease does as well as predicted, and depending what happens with our 5th starter, our pitching could be as good as 05, if not better.
Yeah, but Scotty
and then
Pods.
What's up?
But what about Scotty Pods?
What about Scotty Pods?
Who's gonna be your base stealing threat?
Tim Anderson, and Adam Eaton.
Oh,
That's right. You have Adam
there you
Eaton
go.
back. I love Adam
forgot
Eaton.
you got my boy back.
Yeah.
He's my favorite player of all time, non-Red Sox.
Engel is going to be back in April. He could steal too. So we have speed on our team.
What
But
about
yeah,
Eloy?
Eloy is going to be out for 5-6 months because he tore his pec.
Okay. So
Ow.
Back right before playoffs. So,
yeah, I was gonna draft him in my fantasy draft, but then he got hurt, and I was like, no, sorry,
But yeah,
Eloy.
so our starting pitcher, our bullpen is fantastic as long as everybody stays healthy. I don't see too many teams in the American League that could rank up with us in pitching. Our lineup, even though we don't have Eloy, we have power up and down this lineup.
Moncada.
Moncada, Andrew Vaughn this year. He was one of our top prospects. He's going to be DH.
Is he gonna play? Did he make the team?
Yes, he did.
Oh,
He made the
I
team.
love that. I root for anyone last name Vaughn, because you
He
gotta
is
have
also
wild
picked
things.
to be one of the possible rookie of the year. He has
Seth
power.
Cohen and Dylan Carlson. Oh no, different leagues. So yeah, you're good.
So I mean, this team is stacked up and down. If they don't win the division, I'll be very disappointed. I'm disappointed every year if they don't win, but this year with the expectations of the team they have, if they don't win, I'll be very disappointed. And I don't think any other team in the Central, the Twins are going to be in second place, but I think we'll have at least 10 games over them by then.
Wow.
Kansas City, third. I think they're going to beat out Cleveland for third this year. And they had a good showing today against the Rangers. They put up 14 or 15 runs.
Yeah, but
No pitching.
the three of us could have a good showing against the Rangers.
Yeah.
They're trash.
And I have Detroit last because fuck Detroit. But yeah, I think the White Sox are going to get at least 95 wins. Easily win the division. I don't see anybody.
You get
Yeah,
Detroit
nobody
Jeff
in the
on one of
American League
these.
is going to come close with them. They were 11-1 in the 2005 playoffs. They're going to go 12-0 in the this year in the playoffs and just sweep all the way through the World Series.
I think there's an extra round though.
No,
Isn't there?
there's only.
No,
No,
it's
they're doing it how they did. They have
is it
3
3 out of
division
5?
winners.
Is it still 3 out of 5?
Yeah, then they have 2 wild card teams.
You don't have to play.
not
no,
doing the
you
same
have
thing
to.
they did
you
last
only need
year?
11 wins, right?
I thought they were doing the same thing they did last year.
No, they're not.
Oh, that's
I don't
bullshit. That was awesome last year with 8
No, we're
teams.
not doing that.
No,
Fuck
you don't go 12-0. You go 11-0.
So they're not. I thought they were doing the same thing with 8 teams.
Oh yeah, 11-0.
You would go 11-0. 3 in the divisional, 4 championship, 4 World Series.
Why the hell would they get rid of what was an awesome
Because
thing?
Manfred.
Fuck that guy. I fucking hate him more.
So, all right, I'll go. I have the Twins winning the Central.
Of course you do.
Do you really?
Yeah.
April Fools!
No April Fools. Too much hype on your boys. Too much hype. Too much expectation. They're
What
not
do you
gonna.
mean too much hype?
Everyone's
It's-
sucking their dick. They are the AL dick
they
sucking
never-
dark
they
horse.
never get media attention.
Suck
Never get
all the
media
dicks. I heard it all day today on MLB shit. Those
Good.
White
Well, they
Sox. And
This
so
is the first time they've had a stacked team in a long time.
I'm gonna go Minnesota. 90. You're only behind them by 2 games according to me.
Okay.
So
Alright.
it's gonna come down to like a series, and hopefully you guys play the last series of the season against each other. But this is the only close division, and then I have everyone else kind of way behind. Like I have the Indians 3rd, Royals 4th, and the Tigers 5th, but it's like a gap. So Sox and
Yeah.
Twins, everybody else.
Well, to be fair, I do have Minnesota as one of my wild card teams. So
And I have the
They are.
Sox as one of my wild card teams. So it's close. You
All
pick
right.
the Sox?
I have the White Sox winning the division, and I'm gonna be honest with you guys. In the American League, in each division, I think the gap between the White Sox and the second place team in the Central is going to be the biggest gap.
Okay.
In my opinion, I think they are the most talented team in the league. I think they'll be the number 1 seed through and through. I think the Indians are going to come in second, or the Cleveland baseball team, whatever the hell we're going to call them.
I wrote Indians down.
The Twins window is closed, and that was shut, and it was shut on Ron Gardenhire's fingers, and they're done. I like you said, Anthony. I think the White Sox are far and away the most talented, and
I just want to see it. I want to watch it. I want to see it.
they addressed their issues. They're gonna win the division. They're gonna win it easily. This to me, it's a 97 plus
Oh, wow.
win team. Yeah, they're gonna win by. It's gonna be a runaway. They're gonna clinch the second week of September.
I hope you're right, because they're definitely who I'm rooting for in the Central. Because they would be a fun team to get behind and see, and like
Yeah,
that 05 team was so dope,
they're
and I really liked them, and
and it was fun, like Chicago knows how to celebrate a championship, which is weird because they don't do it that much, but it's
no.
it's fun there, Like I
well,
mean,
the
shit.
Cubs. You don't need to celebrate the Cubs.
The Bears
That was-
fans are still celebrating '86. The Blackhawks fans are still celebrating the 3 they won over the last decade. So it's they got some titles up there. I mean, I don't. Well, we'll get to the World Series later.
So you have them at 97. Do you have them at more than 97?
I have them at 95.
Okay.
Oh shit. Okay. What? I got more wins for the White Sox than you do.
I know.
What?
Hey, at least he's realistic in something. Like he's not,
Well, I was also going to say the over. Once we did the over-under, I'm going with the over on my own wins for the White Sox. So
I mean, I got us going 162
Well, see,
after today, especially.
my
not realistic.
my thing is
I
the
told you May 24th. That's a big series right there.
I wish it was at the Hall of Fame again, or the Field of Dreams, like last year was supposed to be.
Yeah.
I think the thing is, Kansas City and Detroit, I don't think are as good.
That's
and I think
another
they're
one
gonna
I
get
heard a
beat
lot
up.
of people talking about, though. Like a lot of the ESPN guys, they're like Kansas City, Kansas City, Kansas City, and I was like, I don't know anyone. I know Merrifield, and
That's
that's
it. Whit. Can I get a witness?
Is Ned Yost still their coach?
I don't know. I didn't even know
Manager?
Ned Yost was their coach.
I don't think so.
I don't know who the Royals man. I don't know who the Tigers is either. It's not Osmus, right? Isn't he
Tigers, what's his name? Who was from Houston?
AJ
AJ Hinch.
Hinch?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, that's true. It's also Eddie Taubency. Blast from the past.
oh no, because Osmus is the Angels coach now, isn't he?
I have no idea. I don't.
Speaking. Okay, West. I'm curious what you guys have. Everyone's sucking again. Everyone was sucking the Angels' dick in the West.
Why?
People always do it with the Angels, and they don't end up doing anything.
That's why I have them third. I have the Astros back on top.
I have them third too.
I have the Astros back on top.
I have Oakland, Houston, Angels, Texas, Seattle.
Yeah, me.
Oh, I have almost the same thing, except I have Seattle and Texas flipped. Texas is garbage. This is the worst Rangers team since they were the Senators. You know, this is terrible. They are horrible. I can't even.
They play in a fucking steel mill.
They're trash.
That's what that stadium looks like.
You have Texas winning 74 games.
I do have Texas
I
winning
have
74
Texas
games.
winning the inverse, 47.
Oh wow.
Texas isn't gonna win 50.
God. There's your bold. Is that your bold prediction?
One bold prediction. Yeah,
I think Pirates are going to break the record for the most least amount of games won this year.
Listen, they're allowing everybody into that stadium. They could have a full capacity,
just-
but I'll tell you what, it ain't gonna be full because there's gonna be so much trash on the field. People gonna be like, man, I'll go watch the Cowboys.
Get my selfie here. I'm at Rangers Ballpark, and now I'm out in the second inning.
They're gonna go watch the XFL team that plays in the old stadium.
I'm gonna go with Astros winning this again. A's lost some pitching, so I don't know any of them. They started a guy I don't even know. I had to text my friend who's an A's fan. I go, who the fuck is this?
The Astros lost.
And then Bregman on his first at bat.
Dude.
That was hilarious. There's not 2,000 people in that stadium, but you could hear the boos for Alex Bregman when he first came up to bat.
Yeah, it's gonna continue to be like that.
So I think they're gonna embrace the hate and rally around it, and they're gonna win 96 games. 96 wins for the Astros. That's the most in the AL that I have, and I think that they're gonna rally around that.
They didn't rally around it last year,
Yeah.
but they got beamed last year. Remember when they played the Doyers and I think it was Joe Kelly. And Joe Kelly wasn't even on that 17 Dodgers
No,
team.
he wasn't.
But he
He
was
was on
like,
the
yeah, what
18.
the hell?
He was on the 18 Sox, wasn't
He
he?
was on the 18
played them in
Sox
the
that beat the
ALCS.
Dodgers too. Yeah. But then he went on to Dodgers and was beating them. But yeah, I don't think I think the Astros window has come and gone, and until they figure out a new innovative way to steal signs.
Nope, I still think they're a good team. And I
They
think
were
they're
not a
gonna win.
500 team last year. They were sub 500. I mean, they played Minnesota in the playoffs, I think.
I mean, this is the division I have the most. Well, I have the Angels at 86 wins. So there's three. I guess I have a lot of teams above 500, but I don't think they're going to make the playoffs. I don't know where this is coming. What do they have? Rendon, Trout, Pujols is like 1,000 years old now. I couldn't name a pitcher on the Angels. I don't know any of their pitchers.
Yeah, they lost that guy that came to the Red Sox.
I don't know a single pitcher.
Bundy is pitching today. He's their ace. I don't really know much about
Like,
him.
is C.J. Wilson?
Dylan Bundy?
No,
Okay, good. Because he's
something Bundy. I don't.
Al Bundy?
That would be cool.
Bud Bundy?
Al Bundy was a White Sox fan.
Well,
Was he?
it will be. We have to point out.
It was filmed in Chicago.
Yeah, I know, but I would have figured he would have been a Cubs fan.
The longest
Because he was a loser.
playoff drought.
Like, everything in Al Bundy's life was terrible, so I would have just associated him with the Cubs.
In all pro sports, isn't it? The longest playoff drought in all pro sports still resides in the AL West. With Seattle.
Is that the longest?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, because
01. We're at 20 years now.
Buffalo made it.
We're at 20 years for the Mariners making the playoffs.
Since
And I have them in last place. So.
they're going to be better than the Rangers. I'll tell you that. All right,
So I've got
let's do playoffs in the AL. Five playoff teams, 3 division winners, and 2 wild cards.
Obviously, White Sox Central. What I say in the Toronto AL East, Oakland AL West wild card, Minnesota and Yankees.
okay. We're close, except I have
Yankees.
Blue Jays, Twins, and Astros. I guess we're not close. And then my wild cards are Tampa and the White Sox. But I'll have the White Sox beating Tampa, but we'll get to that.
I have Red Sox, White Sox, Oakland, and my 2 wild cards are Tampa and Baltimore. I'm telling you, jump on the Mountcastle bandwagon. We're gonna hashtag the fuck out of Mountcastle.
You love two AL East teams in the wild card, huh?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah, it's a good division.
I will say every preview podcast, Matt always gives Baltimore love. I think since we've been doing this,
Really?
you always give Baltimore love. Like 2 years ago, you were convinced they're going to win the World Series because
that was the
as
Showalter
Bobby
thing.
Valentine, or
No, the
not Bobby Valentine,
yeah.
Buck Showalter.
The Showalter thing, yeah. But I'm off the Showalter thing because Baltimore proved that theory incorrect. But I got an All Sox ALCS,
Okay.
and it's going to be a fun one. It's going to be really fun.
I wrote down Minnesota and Chicago. That's my ALCS.
That ain't happening.
Me, it doesn't even matter because White Sox are going to sweep it.
I think, yeah, you might make the World Series.
So
Like,
we
I
all
can see
have
it.
we all have Chicago in the ALCS. That's pretty cool. I'm not surprised because, like I said, I think they're the top to bottom best team in the American League.
All right, we'll see. Now they have to do it. Now they have to do it.
I water break while we switch to the NL.
KG says to drink water.
Hydrate, kids. You gotta hydrate. Stay hydrated.
I'm drinking White Claw. That's pretty much like water.
White Claw. Oh, they were giving away White Claws at the Henderson Silver Knights game that we went to.
Oh, it was nasty.
It was the worst thing I've ever
I
had
don't
in my
remember
life.
what it was, but it was gross.
It was
but,
like
Do they
mango
have-
pineapple.
Do they have a bar in that arena, a Mackenzie?
The new one,
yes, there's a Mackenzie River in that.
but it hasn't opened yet.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because
Is it because of the pandemic, or is it just not open?
yeah,
It's
that's
not
it. Jason was telling me because they have all these restrictions and shit that they have all the stuff. They just haven't put the restaurant together yet.
Yeah.
And they're gonna wait until everything is settled and good to go. But that'll be. I think it'll just be summertime, and they'll be good to go for next season.
Yeah, I think so too.
All right. National League, you want to do like the West is going to be the craziest division in the
Yes, it is.
league,
Oh,
so
yeah,
let's do that one last. Let's start with the East, and I'm going to tell you what. I'll start off with the East, and I'm going to surprise the world with my American League or NL East champion, Miami Marlins.
Yeah, I knew it.
Wow.
Miami Marlins. Get on the Marlins bandwagon, folks. The Marlins are going to win the East.
Didn't they win it last year?
No, I think it was the Bravos.
They made the
My
playoffs.
buddy's watching. He's a Cardinals fan. He just asked, "Is that guy really a Cardinals fan?" I'm like, "Yeah, well, he wouldn't be wearing the Cardinals."
Why the
jerseys."
fuck am I not? I'm wearing the jersey
Wait,
and
just
their minor league Redbirds. Like,
Where
come
the-
on, dude.
win the hell out of that. Yeah. No, Marlins. Seriously, Marlins are going to win the East. Braves in second. Phillies in third. Mets in fourth. Nats in last. 2 years removed from a World Series championship, and they are going to finish in last place. They lost all their good players.
Isn't it whenever Miami wins the division, they win the World Series?
Yeah, probably.
97 and 03.
Yeah, I don't got them winning the World Series this year, but yeah. The thing about Miami is 2 words: Jazz Chisholm and Derek Jeter. I know that's 4 words, but whatever.
Proper noun. 2 proper nouns.
Jeter, like, I hate to say this, and I should probably just cover these while I say it. The guy's a fucking winner. Like, you can't deny the fact that Derek Jeter is a winner, and he's built a winner in Miami, and
He's not the GM though, is he?
well, he's the owner. He's the guy that signs the paycheck. So you have to win, or else he ain't gonna sign your paychecks. And I believe that what he's built, the trades he's made, the guys he's brought up and developed are going to take Miami to the division. It's gonna be a close one. Bravos, 2 games, 1 game. It might even come down to a 1-game playoff. But the Braves are gonna be right there behind them. I mean, Braves, hell of a talented team.
Yeah,
Love
this
them.
is the only division I didn't even think. I was like, this isn't close. This is Atlanta's division. 102 wins.
Yeah, that's because you haven't jumped on the Jazz Chisholm
102 wins
bandwagon.
for
102 wins for Atlanta.
Jazz Chisholm.
They're a powerhouse, and Acuna is just like, okay, White Sox just scored.
Who hit it?
Who hit it?
Adam Eaton,
All
That's my boy.
Adam Eaton.
2-run home run.
He'd
There
be
we
like
go.
the unofficial baseball player of Fast Talk Podcast because he's on your team, so you're a fan. We both watched him play Aces.
I loved him. Still love him. He was my favorite. I used to Twitter at him, and he never Twittered back. But I would all the time.
I'm sure he's
Twitter,
probably busy.
Twittered back. Braves, yeah, and then I have the Mets, but way back at 90 wins. Philly Nationals, and then I have the Marlins at 77. So
Damn.
you probably have them winning like 20 more games than I do.
Probably 94.
See, I actually have the Mets winning the division.
Mets made a lot of moves, dude.
They did. And it could be one of those things where they just completely don't work out.
Yeah,
or-
it could be. It's like new owner and like the whole new roster except for DeGrom.
See, my
Yeah.
my key for the Mets is Cookie Carrasco. If Cookie can, when he comes off the IL, do I owe $1?
Yes.
Yeah. When Cookie comes off the IL, is he going to be able to jump right into that rotation and have a huge impact? I only have 10s.
Once you're in here, it's fine.
If he has an immediate impact and can become a, he's probably due back the end of April, early May. If he can win 14 games, Mets are going to be way up there. If he struggles, as an ERA north of 4, they're not. I think to me he's a huge piece, and obviously Syndergaard has to get back to form because you can't bank on.
You can't have two. You
DeGrom
can't have two
and-
solid starters. You have to have at least 3.
Yeah, DeGrom. Lindor's going to be cool. The one thing I thought was exciting last year was with the designated hitter, Dominic Smith got a lot more playing time with the Mets, and he was a guy that was always ahead of Pete Alonso on the
Bad.
depth chart until Alonso broke in a couple years ago and had that awesome rookie year. Pete had a I don't want to say a bad sophomore year, but he hit like 220
Came back
something.
to earth. It's fun.
Yeah, and Dominic got a lot of playing time at DH, so it'll be interesting to see what they do with those two guys, first base and without having the DH in the NL this year.
Then I have Atlanta, Philly, Washington, and I have Miami at last. But
I don't know how you can't pick. I don't know how either one of you can't. This is like the Braves are that's your 99.9% gonna happen thing. Is the Braves are gonna win this
Jazz Chisholm.
division?
Jazz
It's a-
Chisholm. Remember Dontrell Willis?
I have the Braves as my wild card, one of my wild card teams.
Jazz
I have-
Chisholm is the new Dontrell Willis. Just mark it down.
All right, you heard it here first, folks.
I'm on the Jazz bandwagon. I'm gonna get me a Jazz Chisholm jersey. I'm gonna wear it.
I still got to give him Pete Alonso. I just want the home run derby
Oh,
one.
I got one of those too.
I
Yeah.
just need to get I don't want a Mets one. I just want the Pete Alonso. I guess All Star.
Oh, that'd be cool. Yeah, I'm gonna get one of those too.
Like if we ever came
Twinsies.
across him, he'd probably be one of the first people that he'd be like, "We were there when you hit the walk off to shut down Cashman Field."
I get a photo of it with me in the background. His shirts being
I'd be
ripped
like,
off.
"Do you even remember that? Like,
Oh,
do you
he
remember
knows,
hitting the
he
walk
knows.
off to close Cashman Field?"
He knows. He's got to know. All right. So let's do the Central. I will yield the floor to the Central guy. Cubs suck.
All right.
Yeah, after Pete's done, I do have a few comments about one of the teams in the Central, but I'll let Pete go.
If we play, it's.
I'd like to talk about the Milwaukee
I will
Brewers.
say I wrote these down. I wrote these down before this morning. I wrote them down on Tuesday when we were planning on doing this. So I didn't let anything today change my mind. But the only thing I let change my mind is we're not going to win 92 games like I have. We're going to win 162 games. Especially if we have 6-run first innings like we did today, and Dylan Carlson hits 3-run dingers off of the pole.
Yeah, until you guys get COVID and all your games are canceled for a month and you're playing double headers for the rest of the season.
Well, I think our guys are smart now, and they realize that they were dum-dums. And
So you're going to sweep the White Sox May 24th when you play them in Chicago.
162-0. I never thought I'd say that, but Dylan Carlson. Dylan Carlson, I will say this, he is going to be the NL Rookie of the Year. Close, like a Pete Alonso type season from Dylan Carlson. Love the Carlsons, Will Carlson, Dylan Carlson.
Eric Carlson,
Fuck that guy.
John Carlson.
That guy's alright.
All right, sorry.
Who's the Carlson, the kicker for the Raiders? Fuck that guy too.
Ray guy.
Even though he's here. Cardinals, no, I'll stick with 92. It's still a good division. Reds, I have in second at 84. Brewers at 80. Pirates 65. Cubs 0 wins.
Ooh,
So-
he's got the Cubs going 0-162.
0
That's gonna be
wins for the
fun.
Cubs. They suck. They have nothing. They walked 15 people today.
That's terrible.
And the Pirates are only going to win 65. That's why they only got 5 runs with the 15 walks
All right.
today. But no, you've got solid Jack Flattery. I think he gave up too many today. But first game of the season.
Flattery went to high school with Giolito. They were both on the same high school.
There's another kid, too, that was on that team that was a starter today. Because they said it on the broadcast. There are 3 kids from that Westlake High School that all started today.
That's pretty damn awesome.
And yet they didn't win a state tournament or anything, I guess. And it's your 1-2-3 punch of those 3 guys.
That's super cool, actually. That's like really
Yeah,
a cool fact.
Dakota Hudson will have a bounce back year, and then you still have Wayno. Wayno's going to get us like 12 W's this year, probably. Flattery's going to win like 18.
Talk to me
I
about Haeswon Kim or whatever that guy's name is.
He's a bullpen guy. Well,
Yeah.
Alex Reyes closed today, but he didn't really close because we were up by 5 runs. So I don't know who the bullpen is. I saw something about Rosenthal going on the IL, and I was like, I'm glad we got rid of that guy.
Damn, you said it without
But-
putting a dollar in.
Don't know much about the bullpen. I have to learn and watch more to kind of see who's doing what. Could still be Carlos Martinez. I don't know if he's going to be a starter or if he's going to come in the from the pen. Relief. If it's anything, it's relief. Relief is going to fuck us, unless John Gant has a fucking season again, like he did 2 years ago.
What about Giovanni?
Yeah, and Gallegos. That's gonna. If those 2 are our setup guys and they're good, then we'll be fine.
I'm gonna put this on the camera. Those were your high school teammates starters: Giolito, Fried, and Flaherty.
Oh, it was Fried. Okay.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I just can't get over that. Like 3 guys that played on the same high school team are all starting on opening day in the major leagues.
And I believe they were all top draft picks, too.
Yeah, that's pretty freaking amazing. Like, imagine being that high school coach. He's probably like really proud today.
You know what just hit me? Like, because they always talk about friends, and the fact that Stafford now got traded to the Rams, and he's best friends with Clayton Kershaw. So now I bet you they're neighbors.
I bet when Stafford moved to LA, he probably was like hanging at Kershaw's house.
Who got lit up today?
And then,
Because the
like,
Doyers suck.
Kershaw was like, "Hey, check out my championship trophy," and Stafford was like, "Hey, I played in Detroit. We have square pizza," you know, because that's about all you get from the Lions.
But no, we own this division. This is another one.
Yeah.
Not close.
I like the Arenado
2
and
for 5
Goldschmidt.
with a 2 for 2 to start the game. Already got an RBI. You know.
So he's 0 for 3 in his last 3 at bats.
Yeah, I guess.
If he
so.
keeps that going, he's 0 for like 400.
I hope he bats 400. Like, I'll take 400. That'd be nice. He's hitting a 3-hole, though. Goalie's in the 2. He's in the 3. And then DeYoung's hitting 4th. And
Wait,
then Carlson's
what?
Yeah, it's weird. We lost our leadoff guy with Colton Wong. He's in Milwaukee now. And so,
Wait, so Goldschmidt is in the 2
as of today, he hit in the 2-hole.
and Arenado's
Arenado
3.
hit the 3. And then DeYoung's in the cleanup.
All right, well, that's not what I would do, but then again, I'm just a dude drinking
I
beers.
would just flop.
talking
I would
about
have
baseball.
and Arenado stays 3. Goldschmidt should hit cleanup. Dylan Carlson should hit 5th. DeYoung should hit 2nd. Mike Schultz, listen. Your friend that's watching, I don't know if he agrees, but
Yeah, I'm sure he does. He's a Cardinals White Sox fan.
How's that possible? You just hate the
From
Cubs?
Chicago.
you hate the Cubs. I was telling that story today. I have some Boys and Girls Club people that are from Chicago, and they're both Cubs fans. And I'm wearing this today at work. I was like, it's opening day. I'm wearing the jersey. and they come in and they don't say anything of it, which means I know they're not like true Cubs fans, because a true like Cubs fan would say something about me wearing a Cardinals jersey.
They didn't say anything
No,
at Wrigley Field.
Fucking Cubs fans.
Cubs fans are
Because
nice.
they wanted a tour. They're from another club. They wanted a tour, and I had baseball on, and I'm like, I got baseball on. This is the best thing about my job. I can have baseball on the computer. And I was like, yeah, we don't play until 1. And then they were like, they said something about being Cubs fans, and I was like, oh, you're winning 0 games this year. Watch my podcast tonight. I'm going to say that.
I talked to some of these girls. They're like, I'm a Cubs fan. I'm like, have you ever been to Chicago? No. Do you know anything about the Cubs? No, they're just fun to watch. I'm like, okay.
No, they're not.
Not this year.
You want a team that's...
I mean, you want to watch a team that's going to give up 10 runs a game?
Yeah, you want to watch a fun team, watch the future NL East champion Miami Marlins. Now, that's going to be a fun team to watch with Jazz Chisholm, the future Dontrell Willis.
You're just stuck on that.
Just trust me on this one. Listen, I was right about Trevor Bauer. It took 4 years, but I was right about him. Told you guys in 2012 Trevor Bauer was going to win a Cy Young Award.
You got one of those. I think one of those 3 guys in your picture there that you had is going to win the Cy Young this year. Either Giolito in the AL or Flattery or Fried is going to win it in the NL this year.
I'm sorry. I didn't see Chris Paddock in that picture. Can I do my Central predictions?
I'm the only one that's done it.
Yeah, go ahead. You could go first.
Cardinals first. Brewers second. Pirates third. Reds fourth. Cubs fifth. And I'm going to do that Cubs fifth because having lived through the post-Theo Epstein era, I know that it makes you come in last. So, sorry, Cubs. You're in for a rough year.
Yeah, they're going to give up like 8 runs a game.
Well, isn't it? Theo Epstein got handed teams, though. He never put these teams together.
No.
Isn't he in Boston?
He drafted Chris Bryant, didn't he? And Rizzo and Javi Baez. I think he drafted all those guys.
Rizzo was
Well,
drafted.
Javi
He
Baez,
might have drafted Rizzo.
Baez
He
hit
was with the Red
200
Sox.
last year and is on the same pace this year.
He spent his Theo spent his Thanksgiving with the Schilling family in Arizona, trying to talk him into accepting a trade to Boston. And he brought in Folk, and those were the 2 difference makers. And he got rid of that fuckface Garcia Parra. If you guys watched my TikTok and you saw the picture of Garcia Parra in the background today, we still love Nomar, but he had to go in order to win championships.
He did.
I mean, Dio's a hero to me, so it's
I get it.
yeah. I mean, if you brought the White Sox a title, you'd love him. I don't know.
Are you done with your NL Central, Matt?
Yeah, Cubs in last.
Cubs,
Cardinals in
That's
first.
all that matters. That's all that matters. Who cares what the middle 3? I don't give a shit what the middle 3 are ranked as long as the Cardinals are first and the Cubs are last with 0 wins. I'm good.
I have St. Louis obviously first. I have Brewers second. Cincinnati, Pittsburgh, Cubs. Now let me just a little rant on the Cubs.
You had
First
zero.
of all,
You have 0 wins though, right? 0 wins.
No wins. In
No
fact,
wins, yes.
They're going to stop the Cubs season halfway through, sell them to Canada, and make them a AAA ball club for another fucking team. They're just going to get rid of them, and they're going to turn Wrigley Field into a dump because that part of town is a fucking dump.
Wrigley
good.
Field is already mostly a dump.
I'm good with that.
It is.
Hey.
There's rats everywhere, and it smells like piss, and there's bums that sleep outside.
And then when we went on the tour, Pete was like, "Hey, let me sit in the Steve Bartman seat." And the guy was like, "Oh, no, I don't want to show you that."
This poor guy is probably pissed off he took our tour because he's like, "Oh, we're gonna do a tour of the stadium of the best team in the NL," and I'm like, "The Dodgers." They're like, well, the hottest team in the NL, and I was like, pretty sure that's someone or other that had won like the Mets or something that had won 8 in a row. And in his mind, he's probably like, "Fuck this guy." And then I was
The
like,
thing that-
Yeah, he hated
I
you.
don't know if you guys have watched. I mean, obviously there was only one Cubs game so far this year, but it's disgusting to me. The announcers, fans, they truly think every year that this team is going to be. I mean, whether you're a Cubs fan or whether you're not, I'm just talking baseball facts in general. The Cubs got rid of their pitching.
They have no pitching.
They have one good starting pitcher, and he got rocked and got taken out in the 3rd inning today. And as far as I'm concerned, Rizzo doesn't want to be there. Bryant doesn't want to be there.
Rizzo
These guys
doesn't
don't
want to
wanna
be there.
They've been trying to get rid of Bryant, but they haven't been able to.
Yeah, nobody will take him because he sucks.
200 last year. He struck out 3 times today. I was telling Pete, complaining about pitchers that were right down the middle. This team just does not. They built this team for one championship, which was a mistake, because now they have nothing. Literally, they have no farm system. They have no pitching. They have no hitting. They have nothing. This team is, and I'm not just saying this because I'm biased and I hate the Cubs. They are garbage. They're going to be garbage for the next 100 years, and they should just get rid of the Chicago Cubs all in general. I fucking hate the Cubs. I hate the Cubs as much as you hate LeBron, Matt. I can't stand the Cubs.
And that's
I spent
hatred.
all day today on my phone posting pictures of the L flag on Cubs websites, on every Cubs fan I could see. And their argument, one guy posted the picture of Barrett hitting AJ years ago when Barrett didn't even play after that season. And AJ went on to continue and have what I think is a Hall of Fame career. But every White Sox player should be in the Hall of Fame. But
That was the other thing.
Especially Joey Cora.
That was the other thing I was telling the Cubs fans too. I go, nah, man, I had the best time at Kaminsky because every White Sox fan was like high-fiving me because I was all wearing my Cardinals
That is
shit.
true. Like,
We're like, fuck the Cubs, and I was like, yes.
every White Sox fan loves the Cardinals. That's our National League team.
that's funny.
I
Yeah.
sent you that picture that my dad has in his garage. That picture of the Cardinals shitting on the Cubs logo.
Oh, you may have. I might need that again.
That's
That might
funny.
be the official logo of Fast Talk Podcast.
Well, we have to put a Yankees logo on it and a big old LeBron face.
At least that's the first division we all agree on, isn't it? Winner. Just saying.
Yeah, well, that's because you guys were crazy enough to not pick the Marlins to win the.
Well, we also traded for Nolan Arenado, so I mean, it's kind of.
Yeah, like I mean, that's a big move, Arenado, and
Well, he wanted to too. Like he felt dissed in Colorado because he's like, all right, let's build this contender, and they're like, no.
Well,
And then he's like, well, fuck you. Give me somewhere where I'm going to be appreciated. And no one appreciates their players more than Cardinals fans. So, smartest fans in baseball.
we can segue that into the West. I don't know if you heard too. What's his face? Trevor Story is out in Colorado.
Oh, yeah,
too.
well, I assume.
He wants gone, and that's
course he
probably
does.
going to mean Blackman's going to want gone too. So, just like that, the Rockies are probably going to be last place in the West, and the Giants won't even finish in last.
According
They're
to
probably
my.
fourth.
Oh, yeah, you did send me that. That's amazing.
The West is about the top 2 teams, and we both know who those are, and that's it. The
Yeah,
bottom 3,
that's it. I
doesn't
got.
matter.
I actually do have the Rockies with the fewest wins in the. I mean, obviously the Cubs aren't going to win 0 games.
So we all agree that the bottom 3 are Arizona 3, San Francisco 4, Colorado 5.
Yeah, I have it in that order.
And then the
Because
real question is
Bumgarner will get you some wins there in Arizona.
the real question is San Diego and Los Angeles, which is funny because if you're a Chargers fan, you ask yourself that every day. Is it San Diego or Los Angeles? I don't know. I still call them San Diego
Well,
Chargers.
whoever wins the division, the other team is going to be the wild card.
Yeah,
So,
I agree with that. I have that
Dodgers
too.
and Padres are going to both get in the playoffs no matter what.
I agree. So I have the Padres at 97 wins, winning the NL West.
97.
97.
Damn, that's a lot.
And the Braves 102.
I have the Padres in first place at the All-Star break and blowing it in the second half of the season. And the Doyers winning the division with the Padres in second. And the Padres...
This
Get
is
this.
that division, though, where the two far and away beat the shit. Like, of the 19 games, both of them might win, 14 of them against the other 3 teams.
Oh, yeah, I agree. I think the Padres are
And then
gonna
they
miss
probably
the
go
playoffs,
10-9 against each other. Oh, wow.
Yeah, I think Padres are missing the playoffs. Padres, spent a lot of money, and they still get that Machado dude who's a born loser.
Yeah, that guy,
Yeah.
but I like Tatis a lot.
Fucking waste of money. Machado was. What a waste of money.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm not thinking about, Tatis I like, the pitching staff I like.
I mean, no offense or anything, White Sox guy, but one of my favorite moments in baseball history is Chris
The
Sale
shield strike.
striking out Machado.
That's a great moment. To
And also, one of my least favorite moments is Machado sliding into second base and ruining Dustin Pedroia's the rest of his career.
But-
Hall of Famer, like legit, I believe Pedroia belongs in Cooperstown.
Yeah, he does.
And when I retire there, if he's not there, I will fucking make a cast of a plaque myself.
when we
and hang
when
it
when that strikeout happened, though, we were handed a bottle of champagne moments after that strikeout happened.
That was awesome. Maddest of props to Justin and the team at Gonzales y Gonzalez. I love you guys. Thank you.
We literally were handed a bottle of champagne after that strikeout.
And I mean,
And I'm sitting there like, I'm not even a Sox fan, but I'm gonna go with this.
hey, you know, you gotta celebrate championships. I mean, that's awesome.
You still gonna want to be around when my team wins that. Wait, did you end up inheriting that bar tab, or is it still you?
No, I lost
No,
because
we
we
made a
bet on
bet.
the BC Notre Dame game, even though I never
Yeah.
should have because BC was crap. But I'm not gonna back down from a bet, so I lost it on the BC Notre Dame game.
So you're still gonna want to be around the next championship.
And BC was up like 7-0 in that game,
So
and I was like, yeah, fucking A, let's go
Remember,
Eagles.
It was the year before Notre Dame just beat a high-ranked team, then they played BC and lost. So you were saying that might happen. Everybody was saying that might happen again because it was the same scenario, but it just Notre
I feel
Dame
like
was
BC
better.
hasn't been
I should have
relevant.
called 0-0 on the BC Alabama game, which is really the football team that I care. I'm not the BC Alabama,
Yeah.
Notre Dame Alabama game that's the team I really care about.
I would have not bet on that game because Notre Dame can't beat.
You should double down that Alabama will have 10 people drafted before Notre Dame gets one guy drafted.
10?
Think about it. Mac, Jalen Waddle, Devontae, Najee.
Mac, I guess Mac was just in Chicago recently talking to the Bears.
Yeah, you should totally
Did you
draft
see he had
him.
a shit pro day?
Who cares?
No.
Yeah. I mean, the Bears are done anyway. So I don't
That's
give a
4
fuck.
first rounders. You have the 4 first rounders. That tackle that tore his leg, it'll
Yeah.
probably go.
Okay.
Well, I don't know who else is coming out. Is the tight end coming out?
Did you say Sertan?
Sertan.
Oh, what about my boy John Mechie?
I don't know if Mechie's going to come out.
I
He
don't know.
stays, and he's the freaking number 1 receiver, and goes top 10 in 2022.
I don't know. See, we told you we couldn't stay on topic of baseball. Not possible. We always got to talk about football too. I'll see if there are some prop bets on the NFL draft and then throw some cash down.
Do you have the Dodgers or the Padres?
I have the Dodgers because I think so.
World Series hangover. They
A lot of
finally.
people are comparing the Padres to the White Sox, just the type of team they are. But I like what's his name, Tedis or whatever. I like him, but I also don't think, based on what half a season last year, they paid him that much money. I mean, I'm not saying the guy's not going to be good, but
He's a dinger swinger.
it's just,
Dinger swingers now.
That's true.
do they really have that power up and down the lineup, or are they just basing it on a few guys that they have?
And same thing with the pitching too.
Did you Darvish, which doesn't make it move for me, but then they have Blake Snell.
Darvish is
Snell is a Cy Young candidate. He is.
Yeah, Darvish had a decent year last year, but before that he's garbage in the playoffs. I mean, I don't have a lot of faith in him.
I'm not saying they're going to win. I'm saying they're going to win the
I
division.
love you, Darvish. I know you guys don't like him because he ended up with the Cubs, but I'm a big you, Darvish fan. I love Japanese pitchers, Daisuke. I everybody except for Tanaka. I mean, Darvish is the man, and hopefully he gets to San Diego, gets to the gas lamp, gets some booze in him, gets some San Diego SoCal bitches. They love. There's a Japanese restaurant right next to Petco where they like do the sushi and the eggs and the pockets and the fucking things, you know.
Yeah,
You know
Japanese
that
steakhouse. A Japanese steakhouse.
Teppanyaki. That's
Hibachi.
what it's called. Yeah.
I also don't like the Padres because a lot of, some Sox fans are still complaining about, we had Titus on our team. We drafted him, and then we traded him for James Shields, which was a bust.
Oh.
So a lot of
Oh,
people
shit,
are
I didn't know
"Well,
that."
You traded him, but when we traded him, we didn't know who the hell he was going to be. I mean, we have Sox did pick up Johan Cespedes' younger brother.
Jonas?
And he might play. Yeah, Jonas. He might play this season or next season.
Wait, there's another Cespedes?
Yeah, a younger one. He's one of the top prospects.
What's his name? First name?
Jonas.
Yeah. Oh, wait, no, the other one.
The younger brother.
Uh, so, like, you could have, like, Yohan and Johannes Jr.
Yeah. Oh, it's I don't know how it's Yoelqui.
Yolki?
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 Yolki. I don't know.
Like,
But
let's
yeah,
just
Yolki?
go with Loki.
he's
Yolki
one of the top-
and
top
Yohan.
prospects.
Dude, you have more Cubans on that team than the Cuban team.
Fuck yeah, man.
Yeah. Hey, that's good. That's a good thing. Hey,
Yeah.
maybe you can get Yuli and Lourdes Gurriels, too. And Araldis. And I can't think of any more Cubans is still in the league. Maybe El Duque can come back.
Hey, he did good for the Sox in 05. Side.
Sorry, El Duque was my least favorite Yankee of all time outside of Posada and Thurman Munson.
I don't think anybody likes Posada.
Oh God, no, nobody does. I don't think
Big ass years.
I don't think Jorge Posada's parents like Jorge Posada. Like Jesus Christ, I would have given him up. Let's
That's
do
what I think about the Cubs and the Cubs' parents. They're probably so embarrassed that their kids play for the Cubs.
yeah. Like what was John Lester's mom thinking when he signed with the Cubs? Like, oh, what? My fucking
Where'd
kid
he
could have
went
been
to a better-
awesome.
He went to a better team.
Washington.
No, never mind.
Oh,
Yeah, he went to the Nationals.
really? So they have Strasburg,
Who's always hurt.
Scherzer, and Lester, all on the same rotation.
Yeah, but Scherzer is
I'm
good.
changing my mind.
The other two are
Nationals?
The other two, Strasburg's always hurt,
A
and
third.
Lester's like 9,000 years old.
Yeah, but he's still
Yeah,
awesome.
and Washington has had a good rotation, or supposedly on paper, a good starting rotation. I don't know. I just
Well, there's everyone sucking Juan Soto's dick and saying he's the next.
well, yeah, he's one of the top runners for MVP
Big man.
national.
You mean Nolan Arenado, top runner? I would
Wait.
assume.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then Dylan Carlson is Rookie of the Year, and Jack Flattery's your Cy Young winner. That's not that difficult.
Jazz Chisholm, but okay.
Did he start today? I'm gonna watch this kid.
Did Jazzy Boy play today?
Okay, so I've got Braves, Cardinals, Padres, Dodgers, and Mets. That's my 5. So Dodgers, Mets is my wild card. Cardinals will play the Padres. Braves will play the Dodgers because they'll definitely beat the Mets. That's what I got.
All right, hold on. I'm just trying to see what happened in the Marlins game. Marlins, oh, they played the Tampa Bays.
It was 1-0. 2 gems.
Was it a no-hitter?
No.
Oh,
But it was the other guy, Glasnow. The one they didn't trade away. Fucking bugs.
oh, nice. Hold on, let me just. I just want to pull this game up.
Yeah, I have St. Louis, Mets, Dodgers, wild card, Padres, and Atlanta.
So we're the same. They're just ours are just different spots.
Oh shit! That was 1-0. Tampa had 5 hits. Miami only had 3. What? How are they gonna win the division like that?
That's what I'm saying. 77 wins.
Well, they got their bad game out of the way. They're gonna go 161-1. All right, what do I have? I got Miami, St. Louis, L.A. I already said Atlanta's gonna get a wild card, and I'll give the other one to
The Brew Crew?
No, I'm changing up my NL East now that John Lester's on the Nationals. So I'm gonna give the Nationals the other wild card. Lots of East Coast games in the playoffs, and I'm gonna say Dodgers win the National League.
I think Braves win the National League.
Braves win the National League. I agree. So you have White Sox Braves, and I have White Sox Braves then. Yeah.
Oh, you have White Sox going all the way.
Yeah,
in the
well,
AL.
they're playing the Twins in the ALCS, so they'll win that.
Well, I got Red Sox Doyers. 2 out of the last 3 world champions. In a rematch of 2018. It'll be a better World Series. 2018 wasn't that good of a World Series.
The only thing I remember
Sox
is
beat
the
shit.
18-inning game. That's the only thing I remember from that World Series.
You were just talking about
And then getting the
when Machado struck
champagne when Machado struck out.
So yeah, Red Sox beat the Dodgers in 6. Alex Verdugo walk-off home run to win it. Mookie Betts goes 0 for the World Series.
I got Braves. Braves in 6 then.
I have White Sox in 4.
If I'm gonna be realistic and non-biased,
Hey, I'm finally non-biased. I have the Braves beating the
not biased
Cardinals.
at all.
Braves beating the Cardinals in the
Really?
NLCS.
if I'm gonna be completely 100%, 100% unbiased, and just not look at this from a Boston perspective, I'm gonna say Red Sox beat the Dodgers in the World Series in 6. And Mookie Betts gets 1 hit in the World Series.
I'll say Acuna Jr. is my World Series MVP as well. Because he needs to be in order for the Braves to win it.
Soroka's hurt.
Could be Albies, though. He could,
Ozzy.
yeah.
Do you know at the lion habitat down on St. Rose, they have a giraffe, and his name is Ozzy.
Ozzie Guillen.
Ozzy Smith.
Oh. That's lame.
Sorry. All right, let's do award
Did
winners.
he do a backflip? Does
He's
the
a
draft
gi-
do a backflip?
He's a giraffe.
That'd be awesome. I would pay money to see a giraffe do a backflip.
Yeah, well.
That'd be amazing.
Probably break his fucking neck.
Yeah, right? The giraffe is dead. Front page news. Giraffe is dead because Cardinals fan wanted to see him do a backflip.
Because he's named after Ozzie Smith.
Ozzy Smith, the giraffe. Poor Ozzy Smith would like come to the giraffe funeral, and then he'd like I see him backflipping down the aisle. All right, I'm sorry. All right, so
I already said I got Flattery with the Cy Young,
So you got-
Nolan Arenado with the MVP, and then Dylan Carlson is my Rookie of the Year.
Flaherty, Arenado, and Dylan Carlson in the NL. I'm gonna go Bueller.
That's a good pick.
Bueller, Bueller, Freeman
Of the Freddie variety?
of the Freddie variety, and I mean Jazz Chisholm to win the Rookie of the Year in the NL.
He doesn't know.
have,
He doesn't know NL.
Yeah, I'm not fucking out.
Yeah.
Bueller,
Just get on with me. Just say the Cardinals guys.
Yeah, Cardinals guy. That's fine.
Nolan Arenado could win MVP. I don't know if
Rookie
Flattery
of the
going to
Year.
win Cy Young.
Rookie of the Year is either going to be Andrew Vaughn or Garrett Crochet. One of the two. Depends if Garrett becomes a starter or if he stays in the pen. Cy Young is Giolito. No questions asked. He's going to not lose one game this year.
I'll give you Giolito as my Cy Young too.
And MVP is Tim Anderson.
Okay.
He has been playing lights out completely, and I think he just gets better this year.
I'll go with checks stats. Bregman.
Alex Bregman.
Bregman.
Oh damn. Okay.
I think I pick Bregman every year though. Pretty sure I picked Bregman the last 2 years for AL MVP.
What is your Cy Young?
Giolito.
And what's your rookie?
I don't know rookies. I don't in the AL.
All right, guys, you guys are gonna love this.
He's gonna have Verdugo be MVP.
Why would I say such a terrible thing like that? All right, let's start off with my Cy Young Award winner.
John Lester can't win it. He's in the NL.
All right, hold on. Shane Bieber
Okay.
is gonna win the Cy Young in the American League.
Again? Did he win last year? Did he win it last year?
Maybe. Let's hope he wins it again. My MVP is going to be what's that guy from Oakland's name? Chapman.
Matt Chapman
Chapman.
or Matt Olson,
Chapman.
the third baseman.
The one that's named Chapman.
Okay.
I'm going with Chapman is my MVP. And my rookie of the year, you heard me say his name earlier.
Yeah.
Garrett.
Nope, it's not going to be Mountcastle. It's not going to be Crochet.
I thought it was going to be Mountcastle.
It's going to be this kid that hits 38 dingers. Bobby Dahlbeck. Dahlbeck.
Is he on the Sox?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dahlbeck. So mark the name, write the name down if you don't know it. Dahlbeck. Dahlbecks and dingers. Bobby Bats. Swingers and dingers. It's happening. And then I'm gonna throw a comeback player of the year out there too. Because come late June, this guy's gonna be coming off the injured list. His name's Justin Verlander. And he's gonna win 18 games in the second half of the season.
Wow.
For the Astros.
I heard that they are thinking about putting him in the bullpen.
You should probably put him in the geriatric ward. He's got to be 97.
Well,
Yeah, I don't even think they want him to be a starter. I think they want to put him in the pen for the rest of his career.
well, when you can pitch like Verlander pitches and you can bang like Kate Upton bangs, I think you're gonna win a lot of games. Comeback player of the year, Justin Verlander. That's all I got. Oh, and by the way, the Red Sox win the World Series. In
White
6.
Sox win the World Series.
I'm the only one not picking my team. Even though I said on the Facebook post that I would pick the Cardinals.
White Sox are going to win 5 out of the
Yeah,
next
but
10 World
I'm doing
Series.
this 100% unbiased though.
Oh, I'm not biased at all. I truly
Right.
believe this.
Yeah, exactly. We're not being biased here.
Okay.
I might be wearing Red Sox gear. He might be wearing White Sox gear, but we believe our team. It's not.
I just believe the Braves are a better team right now. That's what I believe.
I don't even think the
They're
Braves
the
gonna
best
win
team in the major leagues.
That's because you don't know the glory that is Jazz Chisholm. Just think about Chisholm and Chisholm. Chasm?
Jism.
Chasm? Chisholm?
Jism. That's what I'm going with.
Jazz, dude.
We don't have a top 5 because
We didn't do a top. What happened?
Base hit, third error on third base, or he missed a grounder, easy grounder.
Error on Rendon? Anthony Rendon?
Yes, sir.
He's got to be 107 years old now too.
I don't think he's that old.
That whole Angels roster is old as fuck, except for Trout.
This is actually a pretty close game. It's only 3-2 in the top of the 7th.
I think it's 1-1 still.
Hold
going
on.
into the third period.
I'm going to turn it on. Scoreboard.
Well, I stopped this podcast. We can turn it on here. So
All right. Podcast over.
that's what we got.
All right, boys.
This is a preview.
Mark it down, watchers. Jazz Chisholm and Bobby Dahlbeck. And
What's up? World Series.
We'll
some Sox team is going to win the World Series.
We'll come
maybe
back to
those,
this.
maybe these. I don't know.
We'll come back to this.
Manager of the year, Tony La Russa.
Tony La Russa. Yeah. Hey, that'd be something, wouldn't it?
Drunk Tony La Russa.
Yeah, he'll be drunk at the parade.
Yeah. He'll be throwing the trophy like Tom Brady throwing the trophy.
Hey, as long as somebody catches it, then it's no big deal.
Yeah, well, I don't think Cameron